Okay, so we shall discuss the concept of simple and compound interest. Fine. So what is simple interest? Okay, but before that, okay, before I go to simple interest, what is SI and CI? Simple interest and compound interest, what are they? So they are nothing but two different methods, okay, of calculating interest. Two different methods of calculating interest, okay, on the sum borrowed, okay, or principal lent out, whatever it is. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಹಣವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಂದ, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ, ಇನ್ ಬೋತ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಯು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಪೇ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ, ರೈಟ್? ನೀವು ಹಣ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟವನು, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ, ರೈಟ್, ಹಣವನ್ನು ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಯು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮನಿ. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ, ರೈಟ್? ಇನ್ ಬೋತ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ the interest will come into picture, right? Yes. So there are two different methods of calculating interest on the principal money, okay, borrowed or lent out, okay, fine. So what is simple interest? The first type of interest, that is simple interest. Okay, we shall discuss simple interest first, and then we shall see compound interest and how it is different from simple interest. All right. So see here, simple interest, there is one line which I have written here: the interest is calculated based on the original principal for all the years. See, there is no definition of simple interest and compound interest, but there is a line, okay, which will explain you everything about simple and compound interest. Okay, so how the interest is to be calculated in case of simple interest, and how the interest is to be calculated in case of compound interest. That is all you need to understand. Okay, if you understand that much, you can solve each and every problem in simple and compound interest. Fine. Now see here, simple interest, in case of simple interest, the interest is calculated based on the original principal for all the years. Okay, based on the original principal for all the years, right? So exactly what is the meaning of this statement you will get to know while I discuss the example. Okay, while I discuss the example. So for the time being, you just understand this much: for all the years it is calculated based on what? The original principal. Okay, just remember this for the time being. Okay, further, simple interest, there is a formula. So formula is P into T into R divided by 100. So what does P stands for? The variable P stands for the principal, okay, borrowed or lent out, whatever it is. Next, T stands for the time period in years. Okay, time has many units, starting from milliseconds, nanoseconds to microseconds, whatever it is, seconds, minutes, hours, many units are there, months, fortnights, right? Yes. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್? ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಆ್ಯನಮ್, ರೈಟ್? ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಆ್ಯನಮ್. ಫೈನ್. So suppose if you have borrowed some amount of money from someone, okay, and that person is charging you 10% per annum simple interest. So what is the value of R in that case? It is 10. See, R andre rate of interest per annum. Okay, you cannot say rate of interest per annum is 10%. That is wrong. Okay, you can say that the interest is 10% per annum. Okay, or you can say the rate of interest per annum is 10. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, this stands for rate of interest per annum, as I have mentioned here. Understood? So our value is 10. Okay, fine. Continue. Now tell me, what is amount? How do you calculate amount? Sir, amount is nothing but principal plus interest to be paid or interest earned. Yes or no? So whatever it is, or depending upon the case. Okay, so I'll write that over here. Amount, I'll use the variable A. Principal, I'll use the variable P. And interest, I'll represent it by capital letter I. Alright, so A is equal to P plus, what is the interest in this case? See, we are discussing simple interest. So interest accrued in this case is nothing but simple interest accrued. Okay, accrued, ACCRUED, accrued means accumulated, okay, or earned, whatever it is. Okay, so A is equal to P plus, what is simple interest formula? Just now I discussed, it is given by the product of P into T, PT and R divided by 100. Okay, so SI is PTR divided by 100. Now see here, on the right hand side of this equation, we have two terms, yes or no? The first term is plus P and the second term is plus PTR by 100. ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಉಂಟು, ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಉಂಟು, ಯಾವುದದು? P is common, so you take that out. What is left out? P into, brackets means into, right, in mathematics. So P into what gives you plus P, P into plus 1 gives you plus P. Next, P into what gives you plus PTR by 100, P into plus TR by 100 gives you plus PTR by 100, right? Yes, so what is the amount formula in case of simple interest? It is P of 1 plus TR upon 100. Okay, P of 1 plus TR upon 100. Clear? This is the amount formula in case of simple interest. Okay, so which is very easy to remember also. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು, PTR by 100, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ P ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ P of 1 plus TR by 100 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ರೈಟ್? Okay, so there is no difficulty in remembering the amount, be it the amount formula or be it the simple interest formula, right? Fine. Now next, compound interest. So compound interest ಏನದು? So let us see how the interest is calculated in case of compound interest. Okay, here the interest is calculated based on the amount at the end of the previous year. Now see here, this is very very important. Based on the amount at the end of the previous year for all the years. Okay, for all the years. Now I'll explain in detail, okay, what exactly this statement means. Alright, so let us go further for the time being. Compound interest formula is what? P of 1 plus R divided by 100i whole to the power ni minus 1. Okay, this is the compound interest formula. So where P stands for, of course, the principal, R stands for rate of interest per annum, means ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, clear? So that is rate of interest per annum, and I stands for what? The number of times compounding done per year. Okay, now let me explain what is this now. Okay, I andre ಏನು? Now see here, usually the banks calculate interest. See, banks usually calculate ಮಾಡೋದು on a daily basis. Let's say today is what, 19th of November. 19th of November. Let's say the rate of interest that is offered by the bank is 10%. 10% ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು on all your deposits. Okay, which doesn't happen usually, but still. Okay, 10% ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು. Let's say today you have 100 rupees in your account. So how much interest you will get for today? Okay, daily 10% ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ. Okay, which doesn't happen, but for the sake of calculation, I'm taking it to be equal to 10% per day. Okay, so ಎಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ? Okay, 10 rupees of 10% of 100 rupees, which is 10 rupees. Yes or no? Next, 20th November ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? Okay, so now you have how much in your account? 110 rupees in your account. Yes or no? Right? Correct ಅಲ್ಲ? See, banks usually do it like this. Okay, so 110, 10% of 110 is 11 rupees. So for 20th November you will get how much? 11 rupees. Right? So ಇದೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಖಾತೆಗೆ ಜಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಲಿ the banks credit the money in your account. Am I right or wrong? So once in every 3 months you get the interest in your account. Yes or no? Right? So this is the way banks do it. But anyway, this is okay. Compound interest ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆಯ್ತಾ? I have already told you something about compound interest now. Fine, no problem. So I was gonna tell you about the value of I. Now see here, what is I? See, usually the interest ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, interest is calculated usually once in every 3 months or 6 months, okay, or yearly, yes or no, right? ಹಾಗೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ 3 months, ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ 3 months ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಯಿತು? ಪರ್ ಇಯರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಯಿತು? 4 times. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಇಫ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ 6 months, ಸೊ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಯಿತು? 2 times. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಇಫ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇಯರ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಯಿತು? ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಟೈಮ್. Only one time. Yes or no? So what is the value of I? Number of times compounding done per year. See, compounding is not a complicated word. Compounding means the process of calculating interest. Okay, compounding andre the process of calculating interest. Okay, so ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ interest calculate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? 4 ಸಲ. So what is the value of I in this case? It is 4. What is the value of I in this case? It is 2. What is the value of I in this case? It is 1. Understood the concept of I? If the problem says the interest is calculated quarterly, that means quarterly means once in every 3 months. So that's how many times a year? 4 times a year. So Y value is 4. If the problem says the interest is calculated semi-annually, okay, semi-annually or bi-annually, both are one and the same. Yes or no? Semi by both stands for half. Okay, what is half of a year? It is 6 months, right? So semi-annually, biannually means once in every 6 months. That's how many times a year? 2 times a year. So what is the value of I? 2, right? So yearly I value is 1. Okay, so I hope the concept of I is clear. Okay, next, N stands for what? Time period in years. Remember this, friends. T stands for time period in case of simple interest formula, whereas N stands for time period in case of compound interest formula. Okay, so please do remember this. This is time period in case of simple interest, and this is time period in case of compound interest. Both are to be expressed in years only. Both are to be expressed in years only and no other unit. Okay, months alli ella hakuwage illa. Okay, it has to be substituted in years only in the formula. Okay, fine. Next, so what is amount? So what is amount again? Amount is nothing but, sir, the interest accrued or paid plus the principal lent or borrowed. Yes or no? So amount, I'll use the notation A, principal P, interest I. So A is equal to P plus, here the interest accrued is nothing but compound interest. So A is equal to P plus, sir, what is the compound interest formula? Just now I showed you. It is P of 1 plus R upon 100I whole to the power ni minus 1, right? So let me write that over here. But what I'll do is I'll see brackets, square brackets ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು. ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ? One is 1 plus R divided by 100I whole to the power ni. This is one term, and the other term is minus 1. Other term is minus 1. So E P anna, it has to be multiplied to both the terms inside the brackets. Yes or no? It has to be multiplied to both the terms inside the brackets, right? Yes, so I'll do that and write it over here. Okay, so it is P of 1 plus R divided by 100I, okay, whole to the power ni, and P into minus 1 is minus P. P into minus 1 is minus P. Alright, now see here, plus P on the right, minus P on the right gets cancelled. So on the left, what is left out? A. On the right, what is left out? P of 1 plus R divided by 100I whole to the power ni, whole to the power ni. So this is the amount formula in case of compound interest. This is the amount formula in case of compound interest. Clear? All of you? If you have understood, say yes. Otherwise say no. Quick. All right. So having said that, now let me tell you, let me take an example to make you understand in detail how the interest is calculated in simple interest method and how it is calculated in case of compound interest method. Okay, so I'll explain that example and then end this session. Okay, let me go to OneNote for that. Okay, now see here, Let us say there is a bank A, okay, there is a bank A which is giving you 10% per annum, 10% per annum return, okay, calculated at simple interest, calculated at simple interest. All right. Now you, let's say you go to bank A, okay, and you deposit 100 rupees today. Okay, today you go to the bank and deposit 100 rupees. So what is the principal deposited by you, or what is the principal money to the bank? It is 100 rupees. Yes or no? Right. For both of you, the principal is 100 rupees itself. Okay. So what is the rate of interest R per annum? Rate of interest per annum R. It is how much? 10. Yes or no? Principal is 100. Correct? Okay. So now tell me how much interest would be earned, okay, for the first year. Okay, ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ನೀವು ಹಣನ, ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? So you can do this in two ways. Simple interest earned for the first year, because interest is calculated at simple interest method. So interest earned would be simple interest, right? So what is the simple interest for the first year? You can go by the formula PTR by 100. Principal is 100, time period is 1 year, rate of interest is 10, divided by 100. 100 gets cancelled, 1 into 10 is 10. So don't write any of this, okay? Don't write any of this. So I'll tell you when to write. So simple interest for the first year is 10. This is one method, okay? I prefer the other method, which is very easy, okay, not by going the formula and all. So I just go by the concept. So what is the rate of interest per annum? Andre ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 10% return it is giving. So what is the simple interest for the first year? It has to be 10% of the, see, okay, let me go back to the slide which I showed you for a moment. Where is the pointer? Okay, here it is. Let me go back to the simple interest slide. Okay, now see here, here the interest is calculated based on the original principal for all the years. Yes or no? Now what do you mean by the word original principal? What do you mean by the word original principal? Original principal means the principal when the time period is 0, means today what is the principal? It is 100 rupees. Yes or no? Ivattu now deposit ಮಾಡಿದ value ಎಷ್ಟು? 100 rupees. Yes or no? So what the definition, what that line says is, be it for any year, be it for second year, third year, fourth year, or 100th year, okay, you always calculate your interest based on the original principal. Original principal is what? This much money, which is 100 rupees. Clear? Yes. Okay, so this is the concept of original principal. Fine. So 10% of original principal, which is 100, 10% of 100 rupees is 10 rupees. So simple interest for the first year is 10 rupees. Okay, simple interest for the first year is 10 rupees. Done. Okay, next, if I ask you what would be the simple interest for the second year, see, this is first and second. Okay, first and second. So it's like, what would be the single interest for the second year? See, for the second year also, the bank will give you the same 10% return. Yes or no? So is it possible that the bank will give you 10% in the first year and 15-20% in the second year? Okay, usually ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, but problems ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. Okay, usually ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, but problems ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. So but for this problem it is 10% per annum. So for every year it is 10% return. So for the second year also you will get 10% of your original principal, which is 100. So 10% of 100 is again what? 10. So simple interest for the second year also, okay, your principal will earn only 10 rupees as the interest in the second year also. Okay, first year also it earned 10, second year also it will earn 10 rupees. So any guesses for the third year? What will be the simple interest for the third year? So it will again be, see, for the third year also the bank will give you 10% return. So 10% of what? Original principal. What is the original principal? 100 rupees. So 10% of 100 is what? 10. This time I'll write it straight away. Okay. So 10 rupees. So now tell me, what will be the simple interest for the 100th year? 100th year nalli ಎಷ್ಟು earn ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ principal? Same 10 rupees. Same 10 rupees. Yes or no? Right? Fine. So this concept is understood. So let me stop at the third year for simple interest. Okay. Now let me go to another bank. Okay, let me go to another bank, bank B. Let me go to another bank, bank B. Okay, so bank A and bank B. All right, so this bank B is also offering 10% per annum return. Okay, idu kuda 10% ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು, but the difference is that it is calculating interest at compound interest method, calculated at compound interest method. All right, so that is the only difference. So here the rate of interest R, rate of interest per annum R is 10 only. Okay, 10 only. So now tell me, principal is what? Let's say I go to this bank and deposit the same, another 100 rupees. Okay, so 100 rupees I deposited in bank A, the other 100 rupees I'll deposit it in bank B. All right, so if I ask you what is the compound interest for the first year, compound interest for the first year, so what will you answer? What will you answer? Let me go back to the slide on compound interest. Okay, now see here the interest is calculated based on the amount at the end of the previous year for all the years, amount at the end of the previous year for all the years. Okay, now let me go back to OneNote. Now see here, first year ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? On the 365th day, yes or no? On the last day of the year you calculate, yes or no? Right, so on the 0th day it was how much? 100 rupees. Okay, 365th day ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಮುಂಚೆ amount at the end of the previous year means 1 year ago, what was your sum? 1 year ago what was your sum? It was 100 rupees, yes or no? Original principal, correct? It was 100 rupees. So first year compound interest is 10% of the amount at the end of the previous year, 100 rupees. So 100 gets cancelled. So compound interest for the first year is how much? 10 rupees. Fine, let me put a box around this. Next, what is the compound interest for the second year? Second year also the bank offers 10% only, right? 10% only. So 10% of what is the question? 10% of the amount at the end of the previous year. Now see here, interest ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು, amount find out ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ವಾ? Amount at the end of first year, definitely it is nothing but principal plus the interest for the first year, or compound interest for the first year. So principal is how much? Sir, it is 100, and interest earned for the first year is how much? 10 rupees. So 100 plus 10 is how much? It is 110. So 10% of amount at the end of previous year. Previous year is first year, so amount at the end of first year, which is 110. So 10% of 110 is how much? 11 rupees. 11 rupees. So compound interest for the second year is how much? It is 11 rupees. Now if I ask you what is the compound interest for the third year, what would you answer? First let us find out amount at the end of second year. It is nothing but principal for the second year plus interest earned for the second year. Okay, yes, so principal for the second year is how much? 110. Okay, 110 rupees plus interest for the second year is 11 rupees. So it is how much? 121. So what is 10% of 121, sir? It is 12.1. 12.1 divided by 10 you'll get 10% of a number, right? 12.1, right? Yes. So what is amount at the end of third year? So this is not required, but still I'm asking. Okay, so A3 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? 121 plus 12.1, that would be 133.1. 133.1. Is this understood, all of you? Yes? Okay, now see here, conclusion part. Okay, can you see that simple interest is same for all the years? This is point number 1. Simple interest is same for all the years, right? Yes. What about compound interest? Is it same? Same unta? No, compound interest is not same. For the first year it was 10, right? For the second year it became 11 rupees, and for the third year it is how much? 12.1 rupees. Yes or no? It is not the same. Okay, but simple interest is same for all the years. Now the next conclusion, can I say that by comparing the yellow marker and green marker, can I say that compound interest is always greater than simple interest? Can I make this second conclusion? No, I cannot. Akshita is right. No, I cannot. Okay. So I can say that compound interest is either greater than or equal to simple interest. This conclusion I can make. This conclusion I can make. Right? See, why equal to? Equal to why? Because of the first year. Because of the first year. See, simple interest for the first year is how much? 10 rupees. And what is compound interest for the first year? Same 10 rupees. Right? So when time period t is equal to 1, simple interest will be equal to compound interest. Simple interest will be equal to compound interest. So you cannot say that compound interest is always greater than simple interest, but you can say that compound interest is either greater than or equal to simple interest. Is this point understood? The second conclusion. Understood? Okay. So when can you say that compound interest is equal to simple interest? When time period t comma n is equal to 1. Okay. And second one, when can you say that compound interest is greater than simple interest? When t comma n is equal for all the rest of the years. See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, second year ಗೆ ತಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ second year ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು compound interest 11 rupees, simple interest ಎಷ್ಟು 10 rupees. Third year ಗೆ 12.1 rupees, simple interest is 10 rupees. So for all the rest of the years, compound interest will be greater than simple interest. So 2, 3, 4, 5 ಯಾವ year ಆದರೂ ತಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, compound interest will be greater than simple interest. Understood? Clear? Fine. So this is the concept of simple interest and compound interest. Okay. In the next session, I'll be discussing the problems based on SI and CI. Alright. So before coming to the next session, you make sure you go through the concept of SI CI once again. Alright. Thank you.